Hello my friend, today I'm gonna tell you a story of a billionaire who faced rejection after rejection, turned down by 30 jobs, including being the only one person rejected by KFC, and Harvard University rejected him 10 times. Yet the same man went on to build a company that changed the way billions shop, pay and live online. And if you're curious who is this man, stick around as we uncover the incredible journey of a man who turned failure into fuel, building a global empire from a single idea sparked by a search for beer. Let's dive into this story of grit, vision and triumph. This is the story of Ma Yun, better known as Jack Ma, who was born on September 10th, 1964 in Hangzhou, China. He was growing up in a modest family. Young Jack was a skinny kid with a big personality. He'd ride his bike 17 miles a day, yes, 17, just to practice English with tourists visiting his city. That's how he earned his nickname, Jack, and built unshakable confidence. But life wasn't easy. He failed China's tough college entrance exam 3 times, scraping by with math scores so low they nearly kept him out of university altogether. Jack's earliest years were a battle against the odds, but his persistence was already shining through. According to a 2018 report, only about 7% of students in China passed the national college entrance exam known as a Gaokao on their first try. And Jack was among those 93% who didn't, but he didn't quit. Let's see what drove this kid to keep pushing forward. After finally graduating in 1988 with a degree in English, Jack faced a new hurdle, finding a job. He applied to over 30 positions, everything from a police officer to a cashier at KFC. Shockingly, he was rejected every single time. In fact, when KFC opened its first restaurant in China, 24 people applied for jobs and 23 were hired. Jack was the only one turned down. Even Harvard University rejected him 10 times, so he tried to join Harvard for 10 years in a row, and every time he was rejected. This is how persistent he was. Just imagine hearing no that many times. Most people would give up, but Jack took a different path. He landed a job teaching English for just $12 a month, roughly 30 in today's dollars. And on the side, he ran a small translation business to make ends meet. But something bigger was brewing. What was the spark that changed everything? Keep watching to find out, and give it a like so the YouTube algorithm will show to more people. In 1995, Jack took a trip to the United States that would change his life. While there, he used the internet for the first time. Out of curiosity, he typed beer into a search engine. And to his surprise, no Chinese brewers showed up in the results. This wasn't just a random moment, it was a revelation. Jack realized that China was missing out on the digital revolution.
Beer, and find American beer, Germany beer, and no Chinese beers. I was curious. I searched China, and all info search engine say no China, no data. And I told my friend, can we make a Chinese homepage and post that inside and see what's the result?
When he got back home, he launched China Pages, one of the country's first online directories in 1995. It was a bold move, but it flopped. But still, Jack didn't give up. He learned from the failure. 4 years later, in 1999, he gathered 17 friends in his small apartment and pitched a new idea, a platform to connect Chinese businesses with the world. That platform, Alibaba, according to 2020 study, only 1% of China's population had internet access in 1995. But Jack was betting on the future most couldn't even imagine. So how did he turn this vision into reality? Keep on watching and give it a like. Thank you. Starting Alibaba wasn't a smooth ride. For 3 years, the company lost money, bleeding cash with no profits in sight. Banks refused to invest, skeptical of Jack's vision for online commerce in a country where internet use was still rare. But Jack didn't back down. In a daring move, he launched Alipay, a payment system to make online shopping safe and easy. Today, Alipay is a giant with nearly 800 million users, processing over 17 trillion with the letter T, trillion annually in transactions. Jack's big break came when he secured $5 million from Goldman Sachs and $20 million from SoftBank in 1999. That gamble paid off. In 2014, Alibaba's IPO raised $25 billion. That was the largest in history at that time IPO. So Jack's bold moves were starting to reshape the world. But what did it take to lead a company like this? The answer is in the last chapter. Jack Ma wasn't your typical CEO. He once told his team, "We are young and we will never give up," and even had them to stand hands during meetings to stay energized. His quirky leadership style built a culture of resilience. By 2019, Jack stepped down as Alibaba's chairman to focus on philanthropy and education through his Jack Ma Foundation, which has donated millions to rural schools. His net worth, estimated as $27 to $40 billion by Bloomberg's Billionaires Index in 2024, reflects his massive impact despite a $12 billion dip due regulatory challenges. Jack's story teaches us 3 big lessons. Number 1, keep pushing past rejection. Jack faced 30 job rejections, 3 exam failures, and 10 Harvard denials. A 2021 Harvard Business Review study says 70% of entrepreneurs face setbacks before success. Jack proves persistence wins. Number 2, stay curious. A beer search revealed China's digital gap, leading to Alibaba, now worth over $200 billion per Yahoo Finance 2024. Curiosity sparks big ideas. And the lesson number 3, solve problems boldly. When banks wouldn't fund Alibaba, Jack created Alipay, now used in 80% of China's online transactions. Bold moves open new doors. From biking 17 miles a day as a kid to be rejected by KFC to the founder of a digital empire, Jack Ma's story proves that no dream is too big and no failure is too final. What's your beer search moment? Share it with us in the comments below. And if you want to watch a video about the guy who was a volunteer teacher and built an empire that changed the way we watch TV, check out this video. And by the way, if you want to learn about crypto, how to build business in the US, and how to invest and generate passive income, subscribe and hit the bell below to get notified about new videos. Otherwise, YouTube won't let you know. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay tuned.